I saw something about not allowing like transgender people to use a restroom in any public facility. Is that related to this, or is this something
That's
different?
also going to the Supreme Court, I believe.
Okay.
And
that's at a federal level, not a local level, even though it's probably gonna.
Yeah, it starts locally, but then once it goes to the Supreme Court, then it gets hairy, because then anyone can kind of decide that it's terrifying.
Yeah. So if Trump does that the first day, how long till it actually really comes into play, or are there other things that could get in the slow it down or
I think
potentially stop it?
Yeah, because I know that there are already lawsuits, and we've seen firsthand how long the litigation can take. We had the event for the Scrimeti case, and that happened on December 3rd, and we're not going to hear anything about that
June
until
or
June or July.
Yeah.
So I think that there are going to be a lot of people that are going to try and tie that up as much as possible. So, but that's really not, I'm not sure. We're going to have to just kind of wait and see.
And then it's just whether or not, because in some situations I know, there's ways that you can get, because there's a hearing coming, that the law doesn't come into effect yet. Whereas in other situations, the law comes into effect and then the hearing happens later. And so it's really still to be determined when it might actually roll out and begin to impact our day to day.
Totally. And you never know what he's actually going to do with what he says, because of course he said these things while he was campaigning.
Yeah, but he's also has a Republican Senate and a Republican House of Representatives, right? So he has all of the all of the kind of things that could keep him in check, so to speak, are not there.
Yeah, and
or they're more likely to go along with him.
Right. And historically that does not go well.
Yeah.
Usually.
Well, and when was the last time that happened in the U.S. where all three were the same party?
It has. I don't remember exactly when it was.
Yeah.
We'd have to look into that.
Yeah.
But I am horrified for this. He has also said that he wants to bring back a "don't say gay" thing, so that would likely be happening.
Yeah. Which is all into that same crap. It's all so connected. It's basically turning everything you hear about Florida happening across the whole United States.
Exactly. Yeah. And he's made it clear that his administration is only going to recognize two genders.
And sex at birth.
And sex, yeah.
Is that even a gender? Because I know in Idaho they completely removed gender as an identifier.
I'm sure that it will be like that, because it's they're only going to recognize male and female. And at first I was like, okay, but it's the sex you were assigned at birth.
Yeah.
So even if you have, your
gender marker changed, your name changed, you present yourself in a way that is quote unquote passing,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and then that will, affect the bathroom laws and stuff like that. So even if someone completely passes 100%, if someone told on you, and you can get sued if that does, pass for the rest of the country, you can get sued for starting at $5,000.
Yeah.
$10,000, I think. Yeah, so it's...
So what do we do about this? Or how do we...
That's the thing,
deal or cope, or I don't know, what do we do with this?
It's terrible because it's so pervasive. It's every time I look at my phone, there's something else to be horrified about.
Yeah.
And
because you have the social media that's jumping on the bandwagon. They're gonna stop protecting us as well. With Facebook, were you saying something about that?
Yeah, it's Meta, so it's Facebook, Instagram, and Threads.